بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب زدني علما.
Okay, fine. So now in this section, we'll try to understand about some basic overview of the Puppet config management tool, and also we'll try to see some of the terminology concepts inside the Puppet. So let's see overview of the Puppet. So Puppet is a configuration management and automation tool, and we can say it is one of the commonly used tool for automation of your servers or automation of your networking devices. So again, basically with the help of this tool, we can do the same things what we discussed, like we can do the initial deployment of your devices. We can make some changes to your configurations. We call it as a configuration management. And also we can install or remove specific devices from the network. And also it will allow you to manage multiple devices at the same time. Now again, when you talk about Puppet, Cisco supports the use of the Puppet software in variety of devices. Like if you go with some of the Cisco Catalyst switches or Nexus switches, or even if you're using some Cisco UCS server platforms, they do have a support for this Puppet software. And of course, the Puppet is going to work with many other different vendors as well. And it is a commonly used tool, especially for server and network automation options. So like server virtualization, where you can add or remove the virtual machines, or even it can include also, it can also be used for network automation as well. Again, one more thing we need to know, Puppet uses the pull model. Now, in the previous topics, we have discussed the pull model. Now, in the pull model, the devices or the nodes do have an agent software installed in their own devices, and they're going to initiate the connection to the server or initiate the request. There is a timer, and based on that timer, they will be sending out the request. And this particular master or the server where the Puppet server is actually installed, so it's going to provide the configuration files, and those configuration files will be pushed later on after the request to the end devices. So all the normally the agent based software requires this mechanism, but of course the Puppet uses the pull model, and every vendor or every management software have their own methods. They may use either push model or pull model. It totally depends. Again, more on that I have already covered in our previous topics.